Your budget experts, Kentu Pedro. By the special grace of God, I'm the CEO of I Am My Property. So today I will be taking you on the lane of it, and for you to know the stage you can actually invest. We have the first stage of investment, which is called the deforestation stage. The deforestation stage, this stage is whereby you can acquire a property as low as 300,000, 200,000. Number two, which is called the 20% development stage, which is the introduction of the stage, which is 40% stage. This 40% stage is whereby some basic amenities have stepped in, such as electricity. 50% develop. This is whereby you start having some challenges like having some land disputes. You see some landlords coming together with their family members and start having issues in order to take your property, which is what they call it, to reclaim property. And at this point now, if you're not careful, you're going to lose your property to people because of what? The poor documentation of that property. That's why it's very good to have a documentation of any property you're purchasing. Now, at this particular stage, if you're not careful enough, you will lose the property. That's why whatsoever you're doing that has to do with land, you have to follow the right source and the right means. So at this point now, you have to use wisdom to follow up so that you will not lose this property, either with the family that sold the property to you or the nearby community to that community you purchase the property from. This is where issues comes out. Then after this stage, you will not have any other problem till when that property gets to 70% development. That 70% development, the area has been organized, everything, the security and the rest of it. Now you see the government step in. Either they want to create road access network, or most of the politicians are having what I call selfish interest concerning such locations. You see them coming up with issues that may affect you if you don't have the right document of that property. At the end of the day, you see yourself losing that property without any compensation. But if you happen to have a good documentation of that property, they will compensate you. Even though they are going to take the property from you, they are going to compensate you on that property. So after the 70% development stage, after that stage, you will never have issues when it comes to property. One, when your property gets to 40% development, please, if you cannot afford to develop, sell it off so that you will not attract the evil eyes. And secondly, if your investment does not have a good documentation, please don't buy the property. Even though you are doing your own documentation, try to make it strong in order to defend your property. So at this point now, whenever you think of investing or you want a counseling, you can actually contact